and welcome to ZA Vlog. On today's episode, I will be reviewing the Real Housewives of Lagos season 2, episode 4 and episode 5. I'm so sorry for coming late, but it's better late than never. Now, let's dive straight into it. But before then, I would like to thank all of you, my subscribers and viewers, wherever you're watching me from. I'm grateful for helping me grow my channel. And if you're seeing my face for the first time, yes, you are coming across this channel for the first time, please do well to subscribe, join the family. I bet you won't regret it. Let us learn and have fun together. Now, Real Housewives of Lagos season 2 episode 4 opened with Chioma and Iyabo saying, I think Iyabo visited Chioma in her home to teach her how to make amala. This is to show you that this friendship is actually growing stronger and stronger as the day passes by. Now, after the cooking of the amala, they sat down to eat, and while they were eating, they were also chit-chatting about the other ladies. And at that scene, Iyabo told Chioma that she will be organizing an event to mark her stay in the movie industry for like 20 years. I'm not sure, 20 or 20 something years. Yeah. So she would like to take the girls for a getaway in Ekpe Resort. And Chioma was like, about the idea. She was so like, she doesn't want to be in the midst of the girls for a very long time, let alone going for like a getaway. So Iyabo was trying to convince her that she's in good terms with almost all of the girls and all of that is okay. But Chioma, trying to show Iyabo she is really interested in this friendship or ready to maintain friendship with her, of course, succumb to her conviction. So she also said Iyabo made it clear that she will not be inviting Laura, because Laura had disappointed her in the past. In season 1, she had invited her severally, she didn't turn up, and when she did turn up, she would just stay like 5 minutes and disappear. That is understandable. So Chioma said she is going to invite Laura because she's trying to build her relationship with Laura. And Iyabo said it's okay. Then they showed us, which other scene did they show us? Oh, I'm going to be going straight to the main, the eat scenes in each episode. Another interesting scene for me was that of Chioma and Toyin. They had to meet up to, try to iron out their differences. While they were doing just that, Chioma was trying to stand her ground that what Toyin did was uncalled for. Toyin was apologizing, but I don't understand that kind of apologizing. That kind of apologizing that is not apologizing. I don't know how to put it. You are apologizing, but you are not apologizing. That's the way I would like to say it. So she was like, she would do it again if the scenario presents itself again, because she's trying to say that her anger with Chioma is that Chioma is trying to like make her fall out with people, that Chioma is assassinating her character. If you remember scene 1, when Laura organized a fashion event and Tony was trying to show Chioma some of her own designs, that's Tony's own designs. That was what Chioma said, and actually I think that was what happened. I can't remember. If I'm wrong, tell me in the comment section. And Tony said Chioma to change the narrative, or will I say Chioma made it look like she's indirectly pulling down Laura or something, and Laura, that kind of caused mistrust between her and Laura, and that was where she started hating Chioma from. And Chioma was saying that she's not always comfortable with the way Tony was attacking her. If you cast your mind back in season 1, Tony was always complaining about her lateness. Tony was always complaining about her trying to powder her face. Chioma was trying not to be caught on fresh, and Tony was seeing it as being fake and didn't like it at all, always complaining. You know, she's always finding something to pick about Chioma. But that's to show you that in that same one, Tony was finding Chioma more like a competitor. Yeah. And you know, when you see your rival, some people don't know how to cope with rivalry. Yeah, especially when they feel you have come to take their crown. I think that was what was affecting Toyi, and she was playing it out, which Chioma said in that meeting that she wasn't comfortable with all of that, you know, picking on her all the time. And they tried to iron things out, but it was funny the way they were trying to iron the things out, because Tony had said before, like I said, that she would do it again if the situation plays out again, if the scenario plays out again, she's going to do it again. In Chioma's confessionals, she was not having it. She was disappointed. She said this time around she's ready for Tony, that she will beat Tony. When Chioma said she will beat Tony, I was still wondering, Chioma, are you not an Ajabota? Tony will beat you. Don't say you were not told. That she will beat Tony, her boo will beat Tony, that her bodyguard will beat up Tony, and a whole lot of army, police, that she's ready for Tony. And I like that, because I perceived Tony as a bully in season 1. Yeah, Tony was the bully in season 1 up until Iyabo took it over in this season 2. Now, after that, they tried to make peace, or I don't know whether it's peace. I would want to call it they made peace until the end of the show, because these girls, they can surprise you, you know. So another important scene there was when Iyabo and her bestie, her so-called bestie, Chioma, called Dr. Romel for the party. Now remember, Iyabo says she's not going to invite Faith. Yeah, Faith Murray, her rival. Or will I say, Faith Murray is not even her rival, but a threat to Iyabo. I don't know why Iyabo is feeling threatened by this tall, beautiful, huge, peace-loving, calm lady. I don't know why she's threatened by her presence, her personality. I don't know why. So she said she's not going to invite Faith. And Tony went ahead to invite Faith. But in that scene, it was her and Chioma calling Dr. Romel, inviting Dr. Romel for the Ekpe Resort party. But you're not ready to invite Dr. Romel's friend, the friend that linked you up. You know, there are some friends that are quick to jump, you know, the sequence of the friendship or the chronology of the friendship to get to the next person. Meanwhile, you're at war with the other person. I mean, it's somehow. And from that alone, I felt, in fact, I could feel the betrayal in the air. Yes, because for your enemy to jump you and go straight to your friend is not normal. Is not normal. The person wants to get at you. That's what it means. The person wants to get information about you, and the person wants to lobby your friend or take your friend away from you. Yes, just to get at you, or just to, you know, diminish you a little bit. I feel that was what Iyabo was doing, because how can you say you are not going to invite Faith, but you are inviting Faith's friend? Yes, because they have not met more than 2 or 3 times already. You are feeling that you and Dr. Romel are so much of a friend without Faith now. I mean, it's somehow, check it, tell me in the comment section if I'm wrong. So let's continue. They were so excited to invite Dr. Romel, and Dr. Romel was so excited, and he also said he will be there. Of course, for him to be there, drama will be there. Then after that, let's just go straight to the actual, you know, resort, the party. In fact, the whole event at the resort. So the girls there arriving. While I think Chioma and Tanya arrived together, and the way Tanya is just, you know, excited about Iyabo. If I feel she's too over excited about the whole show. I understand the whole show is going to increase her platform. We don't really know who Tanya is except for whatever she had with Wizkid. Even at that, I don't even know her by her face. I only know there's one Tanya they said that had something with Wizkid. But if she's on television or I see her physically, I don't even know her. But thanks to the Real Housewives of Lagos season 2, I now know her. As in her features, I can see her from afar and know that this is Tanya. So they arrived, they were calling Iyabo, so excited that they were coming, and they start arriving actually. So Tanya and I think Toyin and Faith, arrived together. Toyin and Faith arrived together, yeah. And Faith was dressed up in a beautiful black ensemble, and Mariam and Tanya were not having it. They were like, always, trying to look for something to pick up in her dressing, because they know that the girl will always slay, the girl will always kill it. So they will be ready to, wherever you miss it, they will, point it out for you, just to bust your bubbles, just to diminish you a little bit. Is normal among girls. And at this point, for matured ladies, you shouldn't be bothered about these things. Yeah, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't be bothered about these things anymore. So she arrived with Toyin, and in the confessionals, the Iyabo Ojo was also saying that she was trying to explain Faith's black dressing like it has something with funeral. I know she was trying to mock Faith, that it has something with funeral, but funeral is so much of a thing to mock somebody about, because it has to do with death. And in this part of the world, the way we view death, we take it so serious. So that was going so extreme. Iyabo was too extreme on this one. But that's to show you the deep feeling, the deep hatred she has for Faith. So they all arrived. They were all looking good, looking their best, looking wow. And at the end of the day, some of these girls later changed into black ensembles for their other segments of the party, Ekpe Resort party. Yet it was seen as beautiful and all of that. But if it's Faith, is likened with funeral, is likened with death. But Faith, it shows that you are doing something. When people are constantly talking about you, constantly picking on you, whether for positive or negative, don't be distracted. They like you. Don't be distracted. They are intimidated with your personality. Don't be distracted. They know you've got stuff inside you. They know you are huge. They know there's that thing, that light in you they can't quench. That's why they are criticizing you. I said it. Take it from me. So now, while they were there, all settled, Laura was nowhere to be found, and Mariam now decided to ask Faith the whereabouts of Laura. Like, I thought you and Laura are friends. So what about Laura, her whereabouts? And I feel somehow Faith, ordinarily, it shouldn't trigger Faith. Yeah, it shouldn't trigger Faith, because it's normal for somebody to ask you about your friend, right? But when you feel that question is coming with a lot of things attached at the back, that's when you feel triggered. And so far, I feel she's subtly she's subtly picked upon or shaded for being friends with Laura. If you remember in season 1, Laura was like the outcast, but this new beautiful, wonderful girl has come to pinch tent with Laura, and the girls are feeling threatened about it. So she's like, that anytime, to her, in her confessionals, she's like, anytime you ask Faith about Laura, Faith will want to, be reluctant or laid back about her response. But if you ask Laura about Faith, Laura is always excited to talk about Faith. But let me tell you why. What I feel is the reason why these things happen. Faith watched season 1 of Real Housewives of Lagos, and she knows that you guys don't like Laura, and Laura herself may not have performed well in that season, but she that is why she's feeling like she's not too sure how you people are genuinely feeling about Laura. So she don't want to give Laura away to you guys to devour. To my understanding, I feel that's what she's doing. So she's like, okay, I don't. Faith's response was funny anyway. She said, "I don't have her Nigerian number." If you don't have her Nigerian number, there are other ways you can reach her now if you actually want to reach her. But as an adult that we are, Faith was indirectly saying, I'm not going to call her. Yes, I'm not going to call her because I know the way you guys relate with her. And that's another funny thing again. Why is Miriam asking Faith to call Laura when they both know that Miriam does not like Laura? Yes, that's what it is. And I feel that's why this person is always on the edge. Faith is always on the edge anytime they ask her of Laura. From there, she's like, in fact, the way the thing went from 0 to 100 is what I cannot explain. Before you knew it, before you could say Jack, they were insulting each other already. Miriam was busy. You know, Miriam was just giving the ghetto vibes. And that's the ghetto vibes I don't like in this Real Housewives of whatever. Don't give, I'm not saying you should not bring drama because we are here for the drama. But give mature drama, give the classy drama. Don't give the ghetto vibe. Before you know it, she's trying to, like, you know, push her way through to Faith, and they were kind of calming her down. She was insulting, and Faith was also insulting her, but in a very classy way. If she's about to shut up or her voice is a little bit down, Faith will drop another bomb. She will continue. She called her raccoon face, and Miriam didn't spare Faith. Ha ha ha. I know Faith is going to feel very, very sad about what Miriam told her because Miriam was busy slut-shaming her. I know your story. I have your history. Started talking about who she has slept with and all of that. And the producers were trying to censor these things because they don't want to be sued. Mind you, Chioma had already stood up when they asked Faith to call Laura. Chioma stood up and said she is the one that invited Laura, so she is the one to call Laura. So when she came back, she saw the drama. She was kind of confused. Everybody were trying to calm Miriam down. It got to a point, Iyabo was pretending, yes, in my own language, was pretending to calm down the situation, asking Miriam to calm down, and was also shouting on Faith to calm down. Mind you, Miriam was more of the aggressor than Faith. So if you can calm Miriam down, I bet you Faith will shut up. But she was being commanding Faith, hey, you shut up. I'm talking to you. I mean, you are not talking to a child, but that's to show you the hatred. That hatred. It was, you know, sometimes you have to be careful not to play into the hands of your enemy. Yes, they are always looking for your downfall. So if you give them any room, any downside of you, they will pick on it. I think Iyabo quickly grabbed the opportunity, leverage on the opportunity to shout at Faith or kind of diminish Faith in her usual way. And Faith was not having it because of the way she was, commanding. In my mind, I'm like, Iyabo, it has not gotten to this part. It has not gotten to this part of shouting on an adult like her. You didn't even try to make peace, or maybe the girl shouted on you, then you now flared up. No, Iyabo just flared up unprovoked. I know it's your event, but let me tell you, if it's Toyin or Chioma that is in this fight, you would have handled it differently. So Faith was not having it. Faith ignored. Faith didn't even do as if somebody was calling her, and that was beautiful. Faith was busy replying. In fact, at a point in time, Miriam said something that is very funny. He said, don't play on my intelligence. And Chioma said, yeah, Faith, you're not supposed to, play on her intelligence. Faith was like, is she intelligent though? In fact, the look on Chioma's face was it for me. She was shocked and disappointed. Now let's get to episode 5. Episode 5 opened with the same Ekpe resort, yeah, because the girls were still there. The morning of that night. Yeah, they were all calling their siblings, their relatives, telling them what went down in the night. And it seems like the two of them were not happy. When you quarrel, when two friends quarrel, or even if it's not friends, two people that are not supposed to quarrel, it makes leaves a bitter taste on everybody's tongue. Yeah, it makes you feel sad. It just switches up your mood. And remember, that result is supposed to be a happy getaway, but it has turned to something not so wonderful. Then then before the event, Faith came down, went straight to Yabo to apologize. But as Yabo even saw Faith coming, the face, the eye rolling, you can see that she's not ready to accept what she is like. She knows what Faith is coming to tell her, and she's not ready to listen or accept. But anyway, Faith apologized, and she claimed to have, accepted. So while they were seated there, Dr. Romel arrived. This Dr. Romel, do you have male friend? Because you look like you're a girl yourself. So she was giving this girl vibe, this girl attitude. You know what girls used to do? I'm not going to greet this person. I'm going to greet this person. So she greeted everyone in that space except for her bestie, Faith. And Faith didn't even turn to look at him. She was busy pressing her phone, and you can see her nostrils rising, showing that there is a problem. In fact, when I saw that reaction, I now understood with Dr. Romel, and I stopped blaming him. Yeah, it's not like he was betraying a friend. That action shows that there's a quarrel. So you cannot call Dr. Romel a betrayer. Yes, at this point, you cannot call Dr. Romel a betrayer. You cannot, yes, because it shows that the both of them know that they are at loggerheads. So whatever he says against Faith cannot be, held against him, because they are no more friends, if you get my drift. So he sat down, and they started their traditional games, like they wrote some words or phrases, I can't remember, and put under their seats. If it was written in English language, but if you pick it up, you're supposed to translate it and say it, read it in your native language. And everyone was busy reading, and everyone was busy reading in their various language except for Faith. Faith read in English. Her argument is that she does not know how to speak her language. At this point, girl, bye. You can try. We all know that as far as you have lived like 18 years in this part of the world before going anywhere, and this is your mother tongue, even if it's just one word in your language, you will say it and the rest will be English. That is why I don't believe Faith. But I think Faith is just showing her personality, that she's independent. But when there's a rule to a game and you are in somebody's event, you just need to cooperate so that you don't put yourself out there or make yourself look like the bad person or the outcast. Because sometimes this vibe we get is from these things we do without knowing. We won't know that it may have long-term consequences or how others may perceive you. That apart, they also went into acting. Yeah, they were to act in the different roles, and the girls really wowed me with their acting skills. Yeah, Dr. Romel, Choma, and Toyin were to act. No, Dr. Romel, Choma, and Faith were to act side chick and the main madam. So immediately they were bringing chair for Choma. Choma sat on Dr. Romel's laps. Ha! In Toyin's confessionals, Toyin said, this is more than acting. Are you sure she hasn't tried this before, or she has not done this kind of thing before? But believe me, it's acting. She was watching Nollywood. Yes, she was watching Nollywood. in the 1990s. That is what you learn from Nollywood. Don't you agree with me? So the acting skills were wonderful. All of them did well and they were so happy. And they also got a moment to, sit down and before then, while they were seated, Iyabo, wanting to be the instigator that she is, asked Dr. Romel that Dr. Romel is supposed to apologize to them for coming late for his own Botox party, Botox party, yeah, in the previous episode. Knowing that fully well that there's no how Dr. Romel will explain himself that Faith will not be involved. In fact, while they were there, of course, while he was explaining himself, he called Faith, though his Faith like delayed him, blah 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 blah. Faith didn't even answer him. Faith just did as if she was not there. At the point in time, Chioma was feeling awkward and was like, okay, this is what you people will talk one-on-one, sort it out. I thought you people were encouraging animosity. I thought you people want drama, toxicity. So I'm surprised, Chioma, you're already tired of it. Yeah. So after that part, I think that was when they started doing the drama, and actually the episode ended in a peaceful way. Yeah, because they were happy, later blending, having fun and all of that. That's good to know. At least let one episode end in a happy way. The gbas must not be the interesting part of the show. Don't you agree with me? Okay, let me know what you think in this review. Okay, tell me your own opinion, yeah, in this episode I just reviewed now. And if you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up, recommend my channel to your friends and loved ones. I always make sure you grab one or two morals or life hacks if you don't know in every story I bring. That's why I always say, join the family, let us learn and have fun together. See you next time.